All right, we are back with another PrizePicks video. Going to be talking NBA in this one. We got 6 games tonight, so definitely found some value on the board. And ultimately going to bring you guys 6 plays that I like. But before we get into things, I always want to say subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hit the notification bell too, guys. It's very crucial we'll have notification bells on PrizePicks videos like this because these lines do move, especially if they're good lines. But yeah, going to give you guys the analysis on each and every pick, not just I like this guy. So if that's something you're interested in, subscribe. Leave the video a like so more people can see it, and then leave a comment down below if you like one of these picks. If you don't like one of these picks, or if you're going with something else, I want to hear that as well. But before we get into things, I always want to go over the video picks from last time, and it was frustrating. We went 4 for 6. That's a great day. We'll take that every day of the week. If we're hitting at that percentage, we're going to be very profitable in the long run. But the 2 misses hurt. Zubats, 40 seconds left in the game, gets a dunk. I was watching that one. Disappointing, but good for him. Scored 2 more points, but we were going the under there. And then Nikola Jokic grabs 16 rebounds in a game, and he only gets 1 in the first quarter. He had crushed that line consistently, like 9 to 12 games. Odds Jam and other data points were loving it. But yeah, just unfortunate there. But 4 for 6 again. Keegan Murray, Isaiah Stewart, Jalen Johnson killed it. So let's jump into the board and kind of attack these plays today. Jumping over to RotoWire here, this is typically where I'll start my day. I'm a big NBA fan, so I watch these games. And you can get to see your projected lineups and what that might mean for the day. So it's huge for sports betting. So you get to see injuries, you get to see the spreads and everything like that. But not only that, you get to see projected minutes. You get to see on-off court stats, which is a huge for usage rates when these players aren't on the floor. You want to know who to attack if someone's missing. But not a whole bunch of injury news today. So we're not going to be spending too much time here. RJ Barrett's been out for the Knicks. A lot of these guys have been out for the Hornets. Rozier actually was questionable a little bit ago, but he's been ruled out. All these guys have been out. McCollum, Caruso looks like he is a game time decision, and he's likely to play. That indicates this with the little green rather than the gray. And then Kleba's out. He's been out for a few games as well. That makes sense for Derrick Jones Jr. and Grant Williams to get a little extra boost there in the terms of usage without Kleber on the floor. Nothing really going on for Milwaukee. Jay Crowder's out. He's going to be out a while, I'm pretty sure. Memphis is definitely the one we want to attack. A lot of guys out there in terms of the on-off court stats that we're getting. Desmond Bane getting a big boost. Other guys, nothing crazy. This is only 6-minute usage or what's that called? Sample size. So not a whole bunch to work off. That's why it's probably red here. But Steven Adams, Brandon Clark, all these guys are out, and that's something we definitely want to attack for sure. Spurs, Devin Vassell's out. I think he's been out for a while. I'm actually not sure. Won't play Saturday. Okay, I think he was out. He came back. Maybe he's out again. So maybe that's something we could look at. Sochan maybe getting a boost there with some rebounds and assists and some scoring probably. Keldon Johnson probably as well. And then Golden State is another one we want to talk about. Steph Curry is a game-time decision. That'd be interesting to see if he plays. It looks like he is going to play, too. If we go over to RotoWire, if you're not familiar with RotoWire, anytime you play, like, fantasy sports and you see, like, news updates, it's usually RotoWire writing those. So they have, like, a ton of data. They actually have, like, a PrizePicks projection model, so definitely check this website out. It's something I use every single day. But looks like Curry potentially is going to play today, and they need him to play because they've lost 5 consecutive games. So it would make sense for Curry to play to me. So I think that that could be interesting to attack. If he does play, maybe he's limited, so an under potentially there we could look at, hint, hint. But let's jump into the board now that we know kind of the injury news and what that might mean. So the first guy we're going to take a look at today is at that 6 o'clock game. Also going to go chronologically like I always do, just if you're trying to cram these in. It's going to be Lamelo Ball, and it's going to be under his 6.5 rebounds. Let's go over to his outlier page here. Outlier, you can seamlessly see all these stats. It has so many data points. It has opponents' rankings. It has, if you want to look at, maybe he had some bad minutes, let's go to only 20 minutes of games. Like you can really do anything. You can see offense and defensive stats. You can see, how many fouls they had. Is that why they didn't play much? Okay, he only got 21 minutes in this game. It's because he had 6 fouls. So whole bunch of interesting data you can see, and it's also very visual for visual learners. But for this play, under 6.5 is at minus 130, so that's really good odds right there. At PrizePicks, if you're doing 6-man plays, you want to be above minus 119 to take advantage of that. But yeah, really liking this under in 8 of 11 games. If we go over to Odds Jam and see, and we looked up Lamelo, I already did. It's actually an orange bet. So when I have an orange play with the data backing it up with he's done it in the past few games, and he's going up against the Knicks who allow the least amount of rebounds in the NBA. So this is a home run bet. not only does Odds Jam love it, it's almost at that 54.3% chance you want to be hitting in the long term or whatever. But yeah, going up against Knicks, this is a home run bet, guys. So 6.5 rebounds. Get this before it moves, and we're going under here. So next up, going to be talking, if I can get this chronologically, let me see. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is at 5.5 assists. We're going to attack that, and we are going to go over here. Kyrie Irving has kind of had a sneaky good distributing season. Hasn't been scoring the ball, crazy amount, but he's been diming it up even next to Luka Doncic. So let's go check out his outlier page and kind of see what caught my eye. Kyrie Irving. Boop, 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 boop. Kyrie Irving, over 5.5 assists. So actually, whenever I look at these, I usually type into this. Minus 135 is the minimum odds because those are typically, you're not going to get anything that's like minus 140 on PrizePicks. Sometimes you can sneak in these ones that are minus 135, 130, and you definitely want to take advantage of those. So I'm just doing it by implied probability. This is giving a 56% chance to hit just based off the data points that they have, which are a few of the sports books. So that's really interesting and useful to use. And getting Kyrie Irving's 5.5 is looking like a deal. 2023, he's been over this in 7 of 9 games. Again, he's playing alongside Luka, and he's still diming it up. Some of these games, back-to-back 10 assist games. So I think he can get there going up against Milwaukee, which is allowing 25.7 assists per game. So, I like the matchup. It's not the worst matchup in the world. It's not like he's going against a team that doesn't allow any assists. So going against Milwaukee, he's done it in 7 of 9 games. That's really catching my eye. And then if we go over to Odds Jam, we're not going to get another orange play here because when you get, when you have orange plays along with data, that's just absolutely home run. But we want to keep our, plays. They're going to be showing up as red, but this is just because it's such a powerful tool and can show you amazing plays at any moment. But I'll talk about that a little bit later just because it's a crazy tool. Let's go look up only Kyrie Irving here. Kyrie Irving. Let's go apply that and let's kind of see what they have. And they have his best play for today is definitely his assists, which makes sense. We saw his matchup. We saw what he's done so far this year. And they're giving him a 52.41% chance to hit. That's not the best in the world, but I'm liking the data behind it and liking to see that that's his best play for today based on all of these other places giving this minus 124, minus 145 over at Caesars, minus 125, minus 135. So we're definitely getting it better than that minus 119 that PrizePicks gives us. So we'll take advantage of that any day. So Kyrie Irving over 5.5 assists is going to be our next play. Moving into the same game, actually, we're going to go to Giannis. I'm realizing a lot of these are 5.5 plays. Giannis, if I can spell his name. Giannis, and we're going to go under his 5.5 assists. And it already got bumped to 5. Okay, okay. I don't love it there, to be honest. Whenever something gets bumped, I probably go off of it typically. But was really liking him at 5.5. I'll show you kind of what it was looking like. And maybe we can kind of adjust and go off something else. I'll still get you guys 6 plays, don't worry. Giannis, this is why I need to get that Discord up and running so you guys can get these plays early, like right when I drop them. Under 5.5 assists was looking really good at minus 128. He got under in 7 of 10 games. Again, he had been diming a little bit more recently, but was looking really good. Sportsbooks were really liking it, and that's probably why it got bumped down. But I did get in at 5.5. So we'll take that off the board and we'll come back to it. But Giannis, again, if maybe that goes back up to 5.5, I don't think it will, but you'll be able to take advantage of that if it does. Next up, let's go to Bismack Biyombo. I hope this line didn't get bumped because I love it. Let's go. Okay, 7.5 points. We're going over here. So we talked about him in the beginning with that RotoWire page. We saw, the Memphis Grizzlies are a whole bunch of injuries here, and a lot of those, Brandon Clark, Xavier Tillman are centers, and that's why they, brought in Bismack Biyombo. Didn't play really at all in the beginning of the season, but he's getting heavy minutes now, especially with those guys out. Let's go check out Outlier, kind of see what he's been doing lately. And I'm going to be looking at his last 5 games as my favorites here. So they have a few implied probabilities higher than him, which is okay. I looked at these other ones. I'm just really liking his points line. He's gone, first of all, it's a minus 130. We'll take advantage of that any day of the week we can. And his points, doesn't look like, he didn't do well, but look at his minutes. 12 minutes, 12 minutes, 9 minutes, injuries hit. Now he's playing 26, 30, 30 minutes. I'm curious why he only played 20. Oh, it was a blowout. They lost by 30. So that makes sense. So he's playing heavy minutes now. If we want to look at the last 5, that makes sense. Or if we want to use this little toggle, if he's getting, at least 20 minutes, how does he do? 6 of the last 10. Again, didn't score here, but it's different when you're going up against Anthony Davis than if you're going up against Zach Collins in San Antonio. They're going to be giving up the most points in the entire league, so should be a lot of opportunity for him. And we've seen him score 17, 15, 13 in the past few games. So I like this. If we go over to Odds Jam, it's definitely one of their better plays for NBA today. Let's go to Odds Jam and let's go to Bismack Biyombo and apply that. Oh, look, we got Kyrie and Bismack. But look, they're liking that one even better. Points over 7.5, 53.79% chance to hit. So that's almost an orange play. So this is looking like almost that home run play. Looking really, really good. If you're interested to see, like, if you went to NBA tab and look this up, you'll sometimes see those green plays pop up and you have to take advantage of them before they move. But when you're getting these like 53.7, that's like ridiculous. And anything above like 53, above 52.5 is pretty solid for a single sport. But yeah, this tool is ridiculously powerful, guys. I want to show you some of the plays that I've been playing just strictly based off the positive EV across all sports, only green plays. The hit rate's crazy, and it's totally worth the value. So again, hit link in the description for a 7-day free trial and 25% off your first month. It will make you money. But yeah, loving Bismack Biyombo. That's our third pick. Next up, let's go to trying to stay chronological here. Yeah, let's go to Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey at 25.5. If we can find him. Josh Giddey at 25.5 points, rebounds, assists. We're going over here. So let's go see against the Golden State Warriors. Remember, Steph Curry is a game time decision, but personally, I think he's going to play. They've been losing a ton, and they need to make the playoffs, and Steph Curry is probably the only reason that they're going to get there. So hopefully he plays, but again, he might be banged up a little bit. Josh Giddey going up against the Warriors. Going into his page, he's gone over this in 6 of the last 10 games. In 2023 as a whole, he's gone over this in 7 of 12 games. He's got a whole bunch of people to pass the ball to. He's got Chet Holmgren now. Obviously, Shea is going to take a lot of those. Lou Dort, J-Dub. They got a whole bunch of good players down there. And he's really their point guard, I'd say. Shea's more of the shooting guard. He handles the ball a lot, but Giddey's more like the true distributor on that team. And he's been scoring a little bit more recently, so 18 and 19 in the past few games. So matchup against the Warriors, who's someone that he really likes to play. He's gone over this line in 7 of 9 games against the Warriors in his entire career. And the first 2 were his first 2 matchups ever against them. So that makes sense. He's crushed them ever since. And Sportsbooks are liking at -129. So Giddey's looking really good. Let's go ahead and pop him into Odds Jam, kind of see what the percent chance we're getting on him. And see if that is solid. Yeah, so that looks like they're actually favoring his assist line at 4.5. I don't know if we're no, actually this is integrated with PrizePicks, so we should get that 4.5 line. So that's something interesting. I already looked at his points, rebounds, assists, so we'll go with that. That's his second best play of the day. Some sportsbooks have this at -135. FanDuel actually has this line at 26.5, and it's still a -102. They've got Bovada's got this at 26.5, and they got it at +105. So they actually have this bumped up point, and it's still plus money. So really, really liking Giddey in this spot. You can look at his assists if you want to do that as well. So Giddey, 25.5 points for assists. That will be our fourth play. Next up, let's go ahead and get our last guy. Talked about him a little bit today, but Steph Curry. Again, questionable. If you're scared of getting that DNP push, don't take it. But I think he plays just because I think he has to play. And I'm going to go to his 5.5 rebounds, and I'm going to go under. This is kind of playing into that fact that if he does play, maybe he doesn't see 40 minutes like he might usually see. Obviously, it doesn't get 40 minutes, but maybe they don't run him as hard as they would like to. So let's just open up this page, kind of see what that 5.5 line looks like. 5.5 rebounds, if we can find it. Jeez, 5.5 rebounds all the way down here. So we're going under. Maybe I missed it. We're going under here. +108 to go over. So really liking to see that. Heavily favored to go under here, not -129. He's gone under in 8 of 10 games. Also going up against OKC, which allows a lot of rebounds, but I don't think that will affect him too much. I'm curious about the head-to-head. So it looks like he has gone over this a lot in terms of the head-to-head. But in 2023 as a whole, 9 of 11 games he's gone under this. So that's really good to see. 82% on the season that he's gone under. And he might be banged up, so might not get a whole ton of minutes. In terms of Odds Jam, what do they got his projections at? His best line for the day. I bet it's this one, maybe. Steph Curry, apply. And yeah, looks like we got the rebounds at 5.5, and they got it 53.2% chance. So this is creeping towards an orange bet. We see that FanDuel's got this at minus 138. Bet MGM minus 135, minus 145 on Fliff. So very heavily favored. He's done it in a whole bunch of games. So really liking that Steph line. All right, so those are our 5 picks. We were going to go with that Giannis line, but that got bumped off. So I feel like it's a good opportunity to kind of show you the power of OddsJam, guys. I went ahead and just deselected everything, and this is showing you every pick on PrizePicks right now currently, and you can utilize any of these green picks. The past 2 days, I have just gone on practically every 30 minutes, every hour, whenever you want to go on, and you'll see you'll easily get like 1 green play. Sometimes you're getting 10 green plays, and it's just so seamless. You can just take these plays, and I've been hitting. It's crazy. I'll literally show you my past plays just based on the positive EV. So to get the last pick in here, Damian Lillard's their favorite right here at 4.5. These might get bumped, so I'm just going to kind of scroll and show you any of these pretty solid plays that are on the board. Some of these not NBA. But look, LaMelo's there. That's one that we were taking. Damian Lillard at 4.5. That will go ahead and be the placeholder for the 6th pick and the one we'll show tomorrow. 4.5 rebounds. We're going under here. These are our 6 plays. Let's go ahead and recap them. Lamelo Ball, 6.5 rebounds. We're going under. Kyrie Irving, over 5.5 assists. Bismack Biyombo, over 7.5 points. Josh Giddey, over 25.5 points, rebounds, assists. Steph Curry, under 5.5 rebounds. And Damian Lillard, under 4.5 rebounds. So that will do it for this one, guys. Again, check out those tools that I use every single day. They're trying to make you money. Yes, they cost a little bit, but they're trying to make you money, and they will make you money in the long run. I did say I was going to go over my entries, so let's do it. The past entries I've had, again, I'll show you exactly which ones were positive EV. Actually, all of these were. 2 out of 3. I'll take that every day of the week. Missed a power play. Also on Counter-Strike, I don't know anything about it. Some of these plays I was getting a Counter-Strike were crazy chances to hit, based mathematically off all the sports books in the country, pretty much. So 2 for 3, that's fine with. This is probably maybe the worst one, but it's going to happen. You're not going to win every single time, guys. Again, one push and 2 misses and a DNP. This was our video picks. So these were picks with not only using OddsJam, but also using our knowledge and other tools like Outlier, being able to see how they did previously. This was a $100 play, specifically right from the Fantasy Optimizer on OddsJam. All green plays, took advantage of that. Who got ruled out? What's his name? Donovan Mitchell got ruled out. And when PrizePicks put their lines back up, these lines were way too low. So I took 3 Cavaliers, and then some of these other guys' lines were dropping. So when they're dropping lines, that's typically when you have a really good edge to be able to attack those. So you might have to be quick about it, but again, it's so useful. It's so easy. My little sister could do it and go on and say, oh, the green ones? Okay, I'll do that. And here's another one, 625. I showed this in the last video. That other guy ended up hitting. Literally made $625 off Counter-Strike. I don't know anything about Counter-Strike, and I hit. So it's crazy, guys. You get 7-day free trial. If you don't like it, then don't cancel your subscription. But it's worth it. Being able to look at Outlier and being able to see all this stuff, being able to utilize, the injuries and everything like that. It's definitely worth it. Check them out in the description. It helps me out as well. So that will do it. Kind of a longer video here, guys. Here are the picks if you kind of just skip to the end and want to look at them. But yeah, let's make some money tonight, guys. I'm feeling good, and that will do it. Peace out.